Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with the Fastlane car, and this may look familiar to you because recently, a little while ago actually, we took a Fiat 500X with front wheel drive up Goldmine Hill, and we did it because we wanted to show you guys how difficult it is for a front wheel drive car, and I did that with Emmy.
And do we have a spare tire? Because there's a lot of rocks on
It's a really good question. Today, I have a proxy for Emmy.
I will never be able to replace Emmy Hall, but I will help you out on this hill.
Thanks, sweetheart. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this model, which is a Fiat 500X with all-wheel drive, up Goldmine Hill.
For this Goldmine Hill, the power we have is this 2.4 liter multi-air 4-cylinder engine. It's rated at 180 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque for a combined MPG rating of 24 miles per gallon, because this is also an all-wheel drive system. Here we go, stage one of the Goldmine Hill. And I think of the 500X all-wheel drive. Actually, it's a kind of a tall hatchback. I don't really think of it as a crossover.
And speaking of all-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive system, just to simplify it, basically has a disconnect up front that takes power completely away from the drive shaft leading to the rear end. Basically, they say that that eliminates a lot of drag, and as such, it is more efficient. But 24 miles per gallon combined, it's not the most efficient crossover out there.
No, and 30 on the highway, which a highway number is still not the best.
Yeah, but the 9-speed automatic transmission is really what does it, and this 9-speed is kind of give and take. It has some good moments and has bad moments too.
By the way, did you realize just now that we just passed the point where you got stuck last time?
Well past it. This has more ground height than your average car, 6.4 inches.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if you're hearing that, but what's happening is the rocks we're going over, because there's no extra traction, are really having a tough time.
Yeah.
And they're being shot out.
The back.
The back, which means that Ian, our camera guy, is probably...
Oh, you lifted!
I had to, because there's a rock.
You lifted!
I'm gonna drop back a little and see if I can...
Ow!
There it goes. There it goes.
There, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
It's not happy.
No, it's not. As soon as we stop up here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think we're done. I think we're done.
So we've managed half the hill. We don't want to damage the car.
We don't.
One of the aspects of this vehicle that makes it not an off-road vehicle really is its approach and departure angle. And that's because it's 18.8 degrees up front and 20.3 degrees in the back. And by the way, these tires, well, they are Nexen mud and snow tires on 17-inch wheels. I've never heard of this brand before. And you know what we need to do now? We need to know how good this thing is 0 to 60. I am set in the race mode. Great race mode. And it's up to about 2,500 RPM, or just under. And there we go. It's really struggling. Didn't do it. It didn't do it. It was close. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna shut the traction control off. I did a run earlier and it actually worked, but it was a practice run, so I don't know. That was weird. It wouldn't let me rev it. Got it. 12.77. You know, 0 to 30, traffic speeds, this thing's great. But getting up to 60, doesn't matter that it has that 9-speed. Here's part 2. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, so far no sweat.
No sweat.
And this car is fairly small and tidy. Ooh, we're losing a little bit of traction.
I put my foot down and it kicked in, and now it's going.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, it didn't like it, but it did it.
It just had a minute to think about it.
Yeah, it felt like I was putting my foot down, and all of a sudden it said, okay, this isn't working, I'll throw some more power back there, and it took off.
By the way, stage number 3 is really meant for like fairly beefy SUVs and
Crossovers.
trucks.
I got my foot all the way down. I could feel the rear end kicking.
Add a little bit of brake. Can you brake it a little bit?
Yeah, it didn't like that at all.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we just lost some of our movement. That's all right. I'm going to try one more time. You want to hop out? It's that ditch, which is off camber and very, very deep. It's really hard. And we even had trucks struggle a little bit on it. Not quite. It did pretty good. I actually didn't expect it to even make it up half of that hill. What really let it down were tires and, frankly, the lack of articulation, which brings to mind one of its competitors, its own cousin, the Renegade Trailhawk. The Renegade Trailhawk is much better up this hill. It made it no problem.
What really surprised me though today is how easily this all-wheel drive version of the 500X made up the first stage of the Goldmine Hill. No problem. When the front-wheel drive version, you actually got stuck. The 500X all-wheel drive trekking model starts at around $25,000. This particular car, with a few options and really nice leather seats, is just over $29,000, $29,465. So it's under 30.
You know, I finally figured something out about Fiat in general. Their vehicles are made to really appeal to your heart, not necessarily your brain. So this vehicle, if you want something bubbly and cute and nice to drive on a daily basis that's not really built for off-road, but that can handle snow, this is probably your car. If you want something a little bit beefier, more manly, then maybe you look at the Renegade or all the other competitors. All in all, though, it's a decent little car, and it did very well on this trail.
Yep, if you put a little bit beefier tire on it, you can go many places.
Yeah, but it still won't match our Pontiac Aztec and its abilities.
Oh.
For the Fast Lane Cars, Nathan Adlin.
And Andre.
We'll see you next time.